I just tried making a review and it came out shitty. So I'm going to start again, and I'm just going to try to cut it down. The parts I hate, the parts I like. There will be spoilers. I'm going to talk about why I like the film first off. So why I'm excited for this film. First of all, the three official trailers that came out, not the TV spots, the three full-length trailers that came out, all excellent, all thrilling, all give me this sense of dread, this sense of destruction, depression, grimness. I feel really tense. I feel that Batman and Gotham are in extreme danger, and I'm just super hyped for this movie. Secondly, the elevation from Batman Begins to The Dark Knight in terms of mastery of the subject was excellent for Christopher Nolan. He's becoming a great director, and I'm just super psyched. I think The Dark Knight Rises will be better than Dark Knight, which I didn't think was that great. It was good, but it wasn't amazing like everyone's saying. The Dark Knight Rises, in my eyes, could be one of the best movies ever made, if done right. So I go to see the movie Thursday night, midnight. And the first two scenes alone, I'm kind of saying in my head, I don't think this is going to be as good as I wanted it to be. Because it's a little flat. It comes off as flat, like his ambition is so high, Christopher Nolan, but he can't quite reach the execution that he's hoping for. He's almost there, but that almost is what makes the movie. The character interactions and what happens, the way the plot's set up, the choppiness of the plot. I never really care for Gotham. I never really care for any of the characters. And most importantly, I never feel in danger myself. I want to feel like something bad is going to happen. The Dark Knight, two of the main characters, well, they pretend that Gordon's dead, and you think he's dead. Then Rachel actually dies, which is like, you kind of just like that. But in this movie, you don't really feel that sense of endangerment for Batman or the city. And you know, that's a big problem for a movie that everyone's saying is really grim, really depressing, the darkest movie. That's bullshit in my eyes. Complete bullshit. He's trying to get that, but he just can't get it all the way, and it's a letdown in my opinion. Not all the movie's bad, but there's the plot's not bad at all. But he's trying to incorporate so much into it that the parts that should be more important are equally thrilling / flat as the parts that shouldn't be, like that are. What I'm trying to say is he adds the same amount of importance to every scene, even though there are some scenes that should be way more thrilling than others, but they're not. What's the scene again? Like the whole first Batman scene, it just like comes in your face. It's not that thrilling, you know. I don't feel anything, and then all of a sudden Bane takes over the city, and the second you know, there's 23 days until a bomb goes off, and then the next 10 minutes it's 18 hours. How am I supposed to feel like Gotham is in danger when there's a month time gap, you know? Like, I want to feel what the citizens are feeling. I want to feel Bane's control over me. I don't feel any of that. And it was just a huge turnoff, and the plot was a major. Not that the plot itself is the problem, but the way the plot is handled is the problem. And it's this execution that is not quite there yet. That's kind of the movie killer. And I really need to see it again to make my full decision, but that's how I'm feeling right now. In terms of acting, people think Bane's, I guess the way he carries out his character wasn't very effective. I thought it was pretty cool, because he kind of has this accent. My bet is he's kind of talking like that to give the impression that he doesn't care what other people think. He's just doing it for himself. He's doing it to bring destruction. He's ruthless, you know. I thought he did a good job. The way they craft his voice with like all the surround sound and the heavy bass worked great. One of the best parts of the movie. I haven't seen it in IMAX. Batman, Bruce Wayne, he's not a bad actor, obviously. He's one of my favorite actors, Christian Bale, but like I said, I don't feel that sense of endangerment with him. And like, what are you gonna do? It's either you think it's a good movie because of that, or you don't. I didn't really care for the characters. Not that I don't care for the characters in general, but I didn't feel like I'm gonna say 100 times, I never felt in danger. I want to feel like something bad is gonna happen to every single character in the movie. for a movie that's supposed to be grim, for a character that's supposed to rise out. I don't feel any of that. I can clap, you know, yay, Batman's coming back, but it's not the same as like it is. Holy shit, the love of Batman's life just died, but he chose to kill her, or he chose not to save her to save someone that had hope for the city. I don't feel any of that in this movie. Catwoman's not bad, but the first scene where we find out that she's a thief, basically the first introduction with her and Bruce Wayne, is so cheesy. She like does a backflip out the window. She's like, I'm a stud, yeah, man, yeah. Too much cat. Come on. Just because you're Catwoman doesn't mean you have to sound like meow. That's stupid. Very stupid. What else? The ending's pretty good. The ending was good, you know. Great ending. But the rest of the movie just doesn't match it. It has good set pieces. The action isn't that good. The scene with the motorcycles and the all the billions of cops chasing Batman. You know, they want to kill Batman. Oh, he gets out. No one even shoots the gun at him. Like, I mean, come on. Like, I hate when movies do that. No Country for Old Men is one of the best movies ever made because it's dirty. Because it's as dirty as it says it is. One of the main characters dies, and it's just a dirty movie. A film like this that wants to be dirty, it has to be dirty. There has to be injury. There has to be violence. There has to be depression. There has to be grimness. You can't have the illusion that that is there and have people expect to feel the same way. You gotta show it to us. You gotta make us feel it, and the movie doesn't do that well. Best part of the movie is probably, spoiler, the second fight between Bane and Batman, when all the cops are fighting all the gunmen and terrorists, and Bane and Batman are fighting each other. That's just, not only is it filmed well, but it's that's when I feel like this sense of thrill. Batman's punching Bane in the mask, and as he's punching him, parts of his tubes are like popping out, and you can see Bane kind of like this. He's like in shock, and he's trying to fight Batman. As he's pulling it back in, he'll punch him, kick him away, and it'll be like this. Batman comes out and he like headbutts him. That was well done. Tom Hardy does great in that scene. And also Tom Hardy, I don't even think he blinks once the entire movie until, big spoiler alert right here. So pause now. He doesn't blink. He barely blinks. He'll go like, that's not really a blink, it's kind of just like a stutter, but he doesn't blink the entire movie until Miranda Tate gives up who she really is, and Bane's kind of like crying, and he does like a soft emotional blink. And that one scene is when I felt the most emotion for a character, and it wasn't even Batman, it was the villain. So you know something's up if you're feeling more passion for the villain than you do for the enemy.